Derek has art in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well as the Louvre in Paris.
The first one that kind of broke me into the hardcore scene was Converge.
Converge.
Yeah, the Poacher Diaries. I got to listen to it initially to see if I like it.
For
Because
sure.
if I don't like it, I'd be uninspired, and then it would just become work, and it would show that. It wouldn't show the intensity that, I would like it to portray.
I heard an interesting quote from Jimmy Page a while ago, and he was talking about specifically the House is a Holy album cover. And he said something to the effect of how the album sounds orange to him, which kind of resonated with me a little bit in some strange way. I've done that too as a music fan. Like, you haven't heard the records, and maybe folks now don't, especially the younger folks can't relate to that because they never have to wait. That's the good part about the internet is I'm constantly exploring, and there's so much. So I pick one or two out of a sea of music and just kind of latch onto them and obsess about them for a while. But
it depends. It depends. The baby bands approach me directly.
Right on.
Generally, because they're on such a small label or not on the label at all.
Right. Yeah, anymore these days.
I started in 89.
89.
Booking the Uke, and I changed the format from their standard blues and cover band nights to the rock nights. I did Green Day, believe it or not, at the Uke with about 200 people there. Yeah, actually, the book I'm putting out will have all the concert posters and all the flyers I've ever done. And once that kind of saturated the market, because I was doing, a lot of flyers.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I found out people started taking the flyers down from telephone poles and coffee shop windows and record store windows and stuff and taking them home.
I don't steal a lot of band flyers out anymore. It's probably illegal now to put them up in a lot of places that we used to when we were kids.
So we get people to go out hunt for the posters and collect them.
That's like an Easter egg hunt. That's awesome.
We just came to a point where it's like, well, let's do a stress fest and get a ton of bands and do a festival. We'll revive the stress fest, a smaller one. And I believe that one will probably be in October as well, here in Cleveland. I'm really gestural, and I always like those better because they're more expressive.
Right.
But I chose to tighten them up, for, the more people to be accessible to more people's tastes.
I stopped at your gallery maybe a month or two ago.
It was kind of an orgy one.
Okay. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. He said it was a big mistake at the time because he opened himself up too much. He became vulnerable to the public. That's how it should be, man.
Yeah, I mean, I got to have growth, or I'll stagnate and become bored and not want to do it anymore.
We're not catering to anybody. I'm grateful for whoever listens to whatever I'm a part of, but at the same time, you got to do it for yourself. Well, some people fill up their whole house and garage and warehouse with it.
Yeah.
Go through and curate it a little bit and get rid of the stuff you're not listening to. I'm sure art is the same way. When your fans say that your work has helped them out through, tough times, and I'm sure you've had a lot of emails over the years, because, but looking at a lot of your stuff, it evokes a lot of emotion, no matter what it is, maybe past experience or what, it'll draw that out. I'm making the world a better place.
Oh, I play anything I want.
It's like podcasting is more like there's no rules, It's kind of an art form, you got to get better at it. And it's just based on rock and roll.
One time when I first started, I was having a guest once a week, and I had a flat earth guy on.
Oh my God.
I had a chemtrail guy on.
Oh my God. Really?
Guy on who talked about how Paul McCartney had been dead since 1964.
Cleveland's a big rock and roll town, a lot of rock and roll history, Chet too, same way, and Akron. So I feel fortunate.
Yeah. So I changed with it because, I stuck with it and I liked what was going on with the newer stuff.